Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are. We are back indeed. Earlier than perhaps expected, given that it was before my last stream. I hadn't streamed in a month and a half. So, you know. I decided to try something different here. Glad to speak to again. Yeah, it seems to be the more popular thing for me to play. Although this will be a bit of a mixture, because this is an idea I had. I realized some of the EU4 achievements can actually technically be done in Vic2, like you can fulfill the same requirements. So I figured I would try to do some. So this won't technically be like a speedrun per se, although I will have a timer up just because. Mostly I'll just try to fulfill the requirements. I feel like it'd be a fun thing to try out, rather than the usual. So this isn't like an official category on the leaderboard or anything. So yeah, the first one I'm gonna try is Switzerlake, where you need to play as Switzerland and own 99 provinces. Without owning any coastal ones. And I have never actually even attempted this. In Vic2. Well, not in EU4 either, to be honest. So I'm not sure how difficult it would be or not. It might be easy, might be less easy. But yeah, we'll try it out. Since I might just move this. Should put it like here. A little bigger so it matches the webcam. Cool. Well, I guess I'll just start a timer. I'll use like speedrun.com rules, even though it's not an official category, so I'll do speed 4 and whatnot. But we'll just take it easy. So 100 provinces, well 99 provinces. We start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's gonna need almost 10 times as many. Well, we'll need 11 times as many, actually. So one way could be to try to expand in Europe. That would be the more straightforward thing. But you know, nothing stops us from just going abroad. Would probably be a lot easier to take on some uncivs or something, rather than trying to go after the great power neighbors. So really hate the Vic2 is Swiss culture nonsense. Yeah, I'm not sure actually how to, because obviously language-wise, Switzerland is sort of divided into several different languages like German, French, Italian, Romansh, mostly. But I don't know how Swiss people see themselves like culturally. Do they identify more as Swiss even though they speak different languages, or do like the German-speaking Swiss identify more with like Germans from Germany? I don't know exactly. But I guess for the time period of this game, maybe it would make more sense to have them divided. I'm not sure, because obviously it's gonna be different from like modern times. Luxembourgians, bullshit like Luxembourgians. I don't know how the Luxembourgians feel about that, but yeah, obviously cultural identity is going to change over time. So like nowadays, I think Austrians identify differently from Germans, and mostly they don't might see themselves more like cousins rather than the same. But things were probably different in this era. Language was probably a pretty big deciding factor. You probably right about that. Oh well, it is what it is. It's partially gameplay related as well, I think. Because just like historically, the Swiss did not get incorporated into Germany or anything, so I guess that's why they made it like this. Naval spending, we presumably won't be spending much on navals, since we won't own coasts. Culture actually made sense. I think we might have a bit of a simplified view of culture in this era too, because we only really see some perspectives. It's kind of hard to say how like the common people who did not like have much of a say in politics, how they actually felt, but culture in general is pretty messy. I think it always has been, but it's not a very clear-cut thing. Anyway, I guess we might be going sort of long term on this, so maybe we should start with bureaucrats here. And probably medicine anyway, it's just the best tech in the game. Okay. I definitely think the easier option is just gonna be to go for uncivilized countries in other parts of the world rather than expanding in Europe. I think that's kind of a strat, and like we do this in EU4 as well. It is covered. This is that nations of four around the era based on legal lines integrated perfectly. Maybe. I'm not sure. Like, take Italy for example. I think there's always been kind of a south-north divide in Italy, even though they were kind of united by language, sort of. So, and I mean, Switzerland is a good example of a country that was not divided, like, or like it has a lot of different languages, but it still managed to stay together pretty well. So yes and no. I mean, speaking the same language is gonna make it easier to get along, probably, but it's not the only thing. Are we a democracy? Apparently we're a democracy. How awful. Anyway, Ethiopia could be a reasonable first target. Could colonize later if I wanted to. Or I go to Central Asia. A lot of expansion opportunities. I think I'm gonna go for Ethiopia just because. Could do conquest. It's a lot of infamy, but might as well start somewhere. Let's go. Oh, will the multi-ethnic cultures that survive are rich ones? Well, yeah, though that's kind of might have more to do with the fact that rich countries in general are more stable because they are rich. But well, I don't know. It's a complicated topic. Get some artillery. I think we have too much infantry because all of these are basically infantry now. So we're gonna split off two, and we're gonna get ourselves. Gonna wait a day. We're gonna get ourselves at least one, probably a Stu Dragoon because it's gonna be hard to build hussars. And can do another artillery. Then we should be good. Might not have to even. Can I get military access anywhere? You do not like me. You do not like me. You do not like me. Alliance is done. Because that's gonna be a problem, of course, if I can't even get out of this little bubble. I think I should get sphered by France. Eventually, right? Cordial. France or Austria. Ah well. We'll just roll with it for a bit, see where we get. Well, that's a lot of infamy. Ideally, I should probably start over. I mean, I'd be spending a lot of time just talking, but it doesn't matter too much. Do not need that much. Maybe reduce soldier spending. I'm reluctant to reduce this. I think we're losing money though from buying. Can't even buy wine. Sad. Well, this infamy isn't gonna make it easier to get friends either. So maybe I should have waited. So actually, I'm gonna start over, seeing as I've barely started anyway. Because I think I need to make sure to get myself some way of escaping my bubble before I get a bunch of infamy. That's a slow game today. Managed to switch to Germany, accept the French and Italian culture and conform Germany. Yeah, that would be something. That would be pretty OP, to be honest. I mean, Luxembourg currently is able to form Germany with French as accepted, which is pretty much the strongest, but they have French and Italian. Well, then that would just be silly. Okay, let's go again. So I'm not gonna start justifying any war goals until after a while. Because who is the most likely to befriend me? Actually, Sardinia Piedmont is not far off, so I'll go with that. Can maybe save up some money before we start building units also. A little bit. Economy is not strong. What kind of factors do we have? Lose militancy. It's better to have militancy at the start, honestly, to pass reforms. Although probably called HRE. I guess so. Not that the HRE was particularly harmonious. 15. They don't like my government form. Austria, 60. France, 80. So Sardinia is probably still my most likely bet at the moment. Keep working on that. Actually, I can auto-create leaders because I won't be getting any admirals anyway, I assume. Let's try to build some to inflate our army. Maybe make me look more appealing as an ally for... Should I subsidize these? I think I subsidize the steel factory because that is an important military good. And also maybe don't want to have too much unemployment. Hopefully I'll get wine eventually. I am producing fruit, so I do have one of the base RDOs for wine, but relations, political. With a bit more army strength, I think they should come around. That assumes that I am able to build. I feel like wine should be more plenty on the market. See if anyone. France seems to have dropped Austria. France eventually spheres me, then they'll be willing to ally me. Though I don't really want to be sphered. My economy is kind of bad enough as it is. Kind of generals so getting speed 40 that could certainly come in handy for some in some situations. Usually you're able to build dragoons. Hussars is sometimes difficult in the early game. So maybe not even dragoons this time. Oh, that's nice. Bonus prestige. Okay, we're already at 1% bureaucrats here, so we can do 1 to 1% in East Switzerland too. Should be easy enough to get these numbers up. Yeah. Okay, we're very gradually getting wine. I think eventually this should come loose. No projects. I don't have the ability to build my own factories. At the moment. I'll keep increasing relations. Are there economic benefits? A masquerade cereal. It can be sort of because you get priority access to the internal sphere market. So if you're a low-ranking country and you get sphered by a great power, then you might have an easier time getting certain resources. However, it also However, it also impacts your economy because you don't get much out of tariffs, which can be a problem, especially early game, since tariffs is an excellent source of income at that point. See, I assume I can only have 1 point, yeah, so it's not really any point in, well, I guess it could still get ideological thoughts, but maybe something else would benefit me more at this point. Mining, farming. I won't have much use of railroads since it's all mountains anyway. I'll need a lot of. Why is wine important? Wine is just needed for, well, hey, speaking of which, I'm buying it now. It's important for various military units like, well, artillery and dragoons, so. You do kind of need it to build those. Look at that. Oh well, I'll just increase this. This should probably be willing to ally me as soon as I have a few more army units. Sure. Hello there, MCI Cell 007. Welcome to the chat. Okay. The wine stopped flowing, unfortunately. At least we're gonna get ourselves one horse, so that's nice. It dropped down again. They don't have as many political considerations anymore to ally with me. France really don't like me right now. I think the fact that they got sphered by the French could have negatively impacted this. Huh. I'm just gonna have to hope that I can build some units here and that helps. Why play go to sleep country? Well, because I decided I'm gonna try to do some EU4 achievements, but in Victoria too. So I'm starting off with Switzerlake. For some reason, I could have done a different one probably, but this was the first one that came to mind. That should be a that I can complete in Vic2. Ah, sweet. There we go. So with that, I should hopefully be able to get military access too. Yes. And then I can exile myself and I can move wherever I want. We'll see how many artillery pieces we're able to build. Ethiopia is an option because then I can also colonize right here to get some extra provinces for free. I think I'll just demand concession too. That might be a bit more infamy. Efficient. Yeah, I suppose so. Might be. No need to get the entire country at once. Well, this factory is doing okay. Could reopen this and see if it does better nowadays. Suppose I might as well. I can even subsidize it to make sure that it stays open. It's good for my industrial power if nothing else. Actually doing pretty well right now. Profits are soaring. Also my bureaucrats are way too populous here. So let's go clergy. How much hours do you have in Vic2? Don't recall exactly. Hold on. I can actually check on like Steam real quick, I think. I have 2,100 hours, it appears. So, that's a bit. I think I have more in EU4 actually. Yeah, I know, it's not that much. Should be playing more. Okay. Can save up for this. Now, since it's 1839. Okay, that's these work also. I don't really have time to wait for these. Gonna make ourselves over here. Is this gonna be enough to beat up Ethiopia? Probably, since I only need to get one state from them. So we cancel this. Then we're exiled. I did have a speed 40. So then we make our way downtown. Basically. How long do I have for this? February 25th next year. The most I have in Paris is 150 hours in EU4. Well, you'll get there. Maybe. I mean, I've played this game since 2013, 2013 or something, on and off. So I mean, it's the accumulated hours across almost 10 years by now. How many hours did you say? A little over 2,000, 2,100 in this game. I think I have over 3,000 in E4 actually. So, although a lot of that is just leaving the game open while I do other things, so I haven't actively played that much. Not quite. When do you arrive? September. Yeah, might as well raise this then. We need Chile. Wonder what the most efficient path here actually is. Waiting for colonization is an option, but not a good one, because then I'd have to wait until 1870 before I can colonize. Okay, I only have one artillery, which isn't as much as I would have liked. Attack 2, is that the best I have? I guess that's the best I have. Alright, then that's what we'll use. Clar. I think I would rather have... because I can't colonize these, so I'll take this one, I guess, because this one borders both of these. Oromia. I could technically call in Sardinia, but there's no point in that. Even with all pilot games combined, I only have like 500. Yeah, I assume you haven't. How long have you played Paradox games in total? Because if you haven't played Paradox games for over 10 years like I have, then obviously you can't expect to have as many hours. So, wonder how much. There's only 10 war score for that, so I don't even know how much I'm gonna need. Would not accept. Okay. Then I'll take a moment here actually to like reinforce maybe. Hopefully. I am low on solar pop, so maybe I should actually prioritize that, but we'll see. Oh no, they accepted here. That's good. Slow this again to save money. Can pass reforms, I guess. We haven't gotten the invention yet from medicine, which we should. Either way, I can get idealism, start working on that. Sokoto could be an option too. So I think we'll start with that on that one. Sokoto is a bit bigger though. Still lacking in wine. You started with EU4? Okay. So, well, that was released in 2015, I believe. I have since 2020. Okay. Well, then it sounds kind of reasonable. I mean, 500 hours over the course of about 2 years is... I mean, I guess in total, for all Paradox games combined, I probably have something like, not sure, 7,000 or 8,000 hours over 12 years. So it's not that much more technically. Okay, I do need to raise this again. With 2% clergy, so can get some more clergy in the state as well. Maybe I should be encouraging soldiers rather. At least I can raise this. Probably. I want to have specifically this state, which is Nigeria. Dakota has bigger armies, so this could be tougher. Okay. Let's go like this so we avoid the mountains of attrition. 7k. Should have played those games instead of Dota. Well, I actually have played quite a lot of Dota too in my day. So, the two aren't necessarily mutually exclusive, but I don't know. It is easier to focus on one. Go. How much is this in terms of war score, by the way? It is 16 or 17. Now it sounds like I am building more. This is flatter ground, so I'll probably want to let them retake this and then lure them over here and I'll fight them. Should I get more military techs or should I do other things? Should probably get at least army professionalism because that's one's pretty big. Which part of this game is your favorite and least favorite? Hard to say. I mean, they have each their respective qualities. So the one I'm best at is probably Vic2. And it does have a certain charm, but it's also kind of outdated and has a lot of annoying things. So in some ways, EU4 is perhaps more appealing, but I don't know. It's a hard to pick. There's a lot of their army gone. Yeah, I like them in different ways and in different periods, so probably either Vic2 or EU4 overall. What do you consider annoying in Vic2? Well, the interface is a bit outdated and some of the mechanics, so a lot of things aren't as smooth as in some of the more recent games. The event spam is probably my least favorite thing. Like there are a bunch of tiny events and each of them don't have a huge impact on the game, but you still need to click through a bunch of them. Rebellions obviously are really annoying. Pure and democracy, yeah. Elections can be a bit annoying, although it's better in the 3.04 patch compared to earlier, because there are fewer election events, so they're more impactful. Oh, nice. Almost a great power now. Nice. It was a bit worse in 3.03 because then you had tons of events that... Oh shit, no, I'm not exiled. That's... should probably not have done that. Oh well. Mia likes the Lars the most, and there's Hoy4 and E4. The black sheep CK2 and Vic2. I guess that's one way to look at it. Stellaris is interesting. It's probably the one I played the least, to be honest. It's a bit different, so I haven't gotten super into it, but Vic3. It's gonna be interesting to see Vic3. They seriously still not have the malaria thing. That's just bad luck. Oh well, I'll be able to colonize soon enough. Should be my next target though. How many provinces do I have? I think I can check ledger for that. Somewhere. Provinces, yeah. Switzerland, 17 so far. Gonna need quite a lot more. Transvaal. Could go mess around in Central Asia. Or take stuff from Egypt. I think I'm gonna go mess around in Central Asia. That's what I'll do. Want some concessions there. Fortunately, did not exile myself properly. So how do I even get there? Actually, I should not do them right now because I can't get there. Let's do Egypt as an intermediary. At least I can get there. If I'm careful about attrition. We're playing Stellaris at the moment. Cool. Yeah, maybe I should give it another go sometime. You like Vic2 more, but I hate the combat and economy is a mess. Yeah, it's I kind of like the combat by now because I kind of learned it properly, but the economy is certainly messy. I'm not gonna deny that. I never fully understood the economy. So these boys are ready to rumble. Might as well use them. We send them over here. Then cancel military access. And you can move over toward someplace. Not sure if you're gonna be helpful in Egypt per se. Don't wanna. Khan is the most interesting part. It is the most interesting part. Certainly the most unique. But it's also kind of complicated and not even sure what's going on. Can colonize this pretty soon, I think. Can't really take this state because it does have a coast. So should focus on the ones that give more. I suppose I'll take this one. Sudan gives more provinces. You might as well all go to the same province, I think. Also think I'm going to actually prioritize soldiers so I get some more reserves up and running. Nice goal idea, thank you. I thought it could be fun. Obviously not all EU4 achievements can really be done properly in Vic2, but there's a couple that can be. Could be an interesting challenge. They have a few units, but not that many, so we should be able to roam relatively freely here. Next, the Free Mountains. Unfortunately, Ryukyu is not a tag, at least not in Manila Vic2. Otherwise, I suppose that one could be doable, technically. Maybe. I wouldn't be keen on attempting it either way. I have done a world conquest, so I guess I do have that achievement. like the World Conqueror achievement. But I think that's about as far as I'm willing to go. Could use these, but they're kind of vulnerable when they're nothing but artillery. It is the Egyptian army. 20. Probably will want to fight them. Wow, railroads was quick. Guess you can go and occupy a few things up here. I should probably go for this eventually. I seem to have won this battle, so let's follow it up. See any fun achievements in the latest Vic3 dev post? I haven't actually read it, but if they've posted the achievements, I guess maybe I should check it out. Because maybe I'll do some speedruns or something for Vic3. And in that case, I guess achievements could be relevant to know. Haven't been following along with the dev updates for that game super much in general. To be honest, I'm probably just gonna reset message settings because I had them turned off, a lot of them, for real-time speedrun's sake, but I'm not really speedrunning right now, more like casually playing with a timer on. This is gonna take a while. Heard it's a capital won't build factory, that makes me very sad. Capitalists won't build factories? I mean, that's a... Oh... Right, I won't be able to colonize since I don't have any ports. Okay, And I've already got power tied up in maintenance. So what do we do about that? Names 50 achievements. Capitalists will only complain. Well, it's like real life then. Provide no value, only complain. Got him. I could, I guess, temporarily take some coastlines if I just wanted some more colonial power. But then I'd have to get rid of them later. Hello, Ottomans. You seem to be on your second war with Egypt as we speak. Vic2 made perfect capitalists. Well, that's one way to look at it. I seem to have lost my horse, which is not good because they are good. We can make new horse though. I'm gonna make a new horse here. Look at that. Someone recruited an admiral. Okay, so that's why I should turn off auto-create. Or else the game will keep making admirals for a landlocked country. Did the devs turn communist or something? I mean, turn communist? They're Swedish, so they're already communist, aren't they? Lol. We're all communists in this country. I, for one, have a picture of Stalin in my bedroom, and I kiss it every night before I go to bed. Let's continue state and government. Should I do that? Maybe it's not even worth. Maybe we should do... I'll do stock exchange to get myself a little bit more money since I'm kind of limited in tariffs and such. You have high taxes and social welfare, pretty much no. We do have regulation, or I guess we might have less regulation than you might expect actually, because we have pretty strong unions. So we don't need that much like federal regulation because our labor unions kind of handle that for us to ensure that employers don't exploit workers and such. I guess I could add more war goals since if I'm gonna have to fight Egypt a bunch anyway. Maybe even add this. So yeah, like for example, I don't think we have any like federal. Do you call it federal? We're not a federation. We don't have any like national minimum wage or anything because it's all handled by like union negotiations. Certainly have gathered a lot of little people here. 50% speed. Whoa, I didn't even know you could add that. Like to blob and have to micromanage a manual build fact is gonna be painful, Vic3. Yeah, I guess that's not that great when you're starting to get bigger. To have to manually build and everything. If that's how that works. If regulators take away power from unions, sucktums don't want that. Maybe. That might be a reason. I mean, we do have some regulations. Maybe just not as much as you might expect, seeing as we do have strong unions. Oh right, these guys are here now. That's great. More plurality, that's good to have. Guess we should probably fight these or else they'll retake everything. For-profit schools. We do have for-profit schools, which personally I'm not a huge fan of, but those do exist. You're still not willing to give up, are you? Well, you are. I guess at this point we might as well add at least like one more. I will add this one since it is close by. Keep things a little bit connected. Sweden is not overpowered. Nope. Absolutely not. Paradox would never give Sweden any kind of unjustified advantages. Could you maybe just stop existing for a bit? Boom. To ignore Sweden since release of EU4. Well, I guess in the Hearts of Iron era, Sweden did not really do all that much. So maybe that's kind of justified. Oh! A raid by the Blobber. Thank you very much for the raid. And welcome everyone. I assume you've been watching some EU4 achievements, so you'll be happy to hear that that's what we're doing here as well. We're just not playing EU4. Grabbing dinner. Nice. Australian dinner time. My favorite holiday. Yes. So yeah, we're doing Switzerlake right now. I just had the idea to... I realized there are a lot of EU4 achievements that can technically be fulfilled in Vic2 as well. So we can actually... Let's just get out of here so we get ourselves exiled. 53 minutes and you haven't made a Korea yet. Yeah, that's a bit worrying. I feel a bit dirty not having done that. Unfortunately, Korea does have coastlines. Well, they have no... All their states are coastal, so I can't really take Korea without violating the terms of this achievement. Sadly. It's a real shame. Economy is also doing crap. Maybe I have been sphered. Yeah, I have. I have been sphered by France. And they don't even want to ally me despite sphering me. How dare ye? Okay, so pain in the butt for Blubber. Oh, really? Yeah, he was doing Mongol Empire, right? Did he succeed eventually? I'm gonna start eating Afghanistan now, I think. What is the achievement, by the way? Well, exclamation point goal explains it, but it is you need to own 99 provinces of Switzerland without owning any coastal provinces. So that's why I am just running around getting landlocked things. He did succeed. Very nice. That means I have another achievement speedrun I need to verify for the leaderboards. That is lovely. You know, despite having lost a bunch of units randomly, I actually have a decent army composition here right now. Funny how that works. How are we doing, by the way, on number of provinces? We have Switzerland, full citizenship, 26, roughly 1/4 of the way there. He is giving a lot of work, but that's fine. At least he's become a moderator too, so he can give a bit back, verifying things occasionally. So Afghanistan. Is this their... No, this is not their capital state. That's good. So we'll get Western Afghanistan then. It's a couple of provinces. Besides, when I verify speedruns, I usually just play Slay the Spire on the side and keep his runs up on a second screen. So it's kind of chill. I could try to drive up militancy to get social reforms, but that's also risky. Already have some angry folks in my army. Defense 3. I'd rather have the attack guy. That is, of course, unless I get someone even better. I'm still amazed about this speed 50 guy I have. Did not even know speed 50 was possible. 7.5 hours. Well, it's not the worst. I mean, there have been like 20-hour runs, so 7.5 is kind of average, to be honest. I think we will split you into something like this to avoid some of the worst. Okay, I get to reinforce a little bit. How to run this long. Yeah, there have been a few doozies in there. Hope nobody's here. Good. I think they're probably gonna be a bit annoying to me here. Look, I don't particularly want to fight in the desert. Can I get... Can't get this until 1850. I suppose we'll get some of this now. Well, I only need to do this occasionally to get them to stop moving. Huh. 8th of April. Almost got this province now. Cool. Maybe I should just lure them into a battle here in the mountains. So we move down with most of these, and we'll leave the guy that had defense. Maybe he's here. Okay, he's here. Alright. Do we have anybody else for defense? Defense 1 is probably sort of sufficient. We'll let them come here and we'll do a big defensive battle in the mountains. Yeah. We'll go on the right now. Good. They stopped. Okay, I actually won before I even got there. So never mind then, I guess. Gosh. Attrition here, though, it's not the best. Not the best for a gamer. Actually, you can go here. You head up to that, because this is a little better. Okay, so you have all Vic2, so you're making any achievements to do? Sort of. Oh, shit. I guess we're going here then, huh? Gonna need attack boy. I actually haven't all the official records on the leaderboard. Kind of got tired of doing those, so I'm switching it up. Guess this is why I shouldn't attack into mountains ideally, but well, that's what happened. I just had this idea of doing EU4 achievements, and I thought it sounded like fun, so I'm gonna give that a go. There isn't a whole lot of activity in the Victoria 2 speedrunning world anyway. So, just doing my own thing. Are you allowed to own coast in the middle? Yeah, I am. Sort of the same rules as the achievement in EU4, and in that achievement you are allowed to own coasts in between, as long as you don't own them by the end. This is kind of disappointing. It's not a whole lot of provinces to go around here. Could you Kalat, because I can get them on only 10. Kiva. Could you Kiva and Kalat? Can't. Though build a honor. Let's start with them. Actually, I think I need to burn some infamy. I need to hold off on war. Maybe repay some of my loans as well. It's how few provinces, how much bad will you get for so few. Yeah, that is a bit of an issue. I am mostly going for uncivs partially for that reason. Because they are cheaper. Got only 31 so far. I was considering maybe taking some coastal provinces in between to get some colonial power, then I can actually colonize a little bit, but probably should have thought about that earlier. Maybe we'll just continue down this route of conquest and see how far that gets us. It is my first time attempting this, so I haven't planned it out super much. Economy, these factories are actually doing quite well for themselves. Can invest a little bit in expanding them. If I wait to 1850, I can get better. Can use established protectorate CB on any unciv to annex any unciv that has 4 states or fewer. So that's a bit more efficient, actually. So I might just hold off on like these ones. How many states does Kakand have? 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Yeah. So probably wait just till 1850. Can burn some infamy, and then I'll have a more infamy efficient option. So then I can also get the rest of Sokoto and Ethiopia. Could even take out Punjab if I want to. Should we go for some more economic tax or some more? I'll get some more military tax, I mean. Because the more of a tech advantage I have, the less of a numerical advantage I'll need. Look at that though. Baden goes bankrupt. Could get some more artillery. We'll need some more infantry too. Maybe we could get some horses here. Artillery. Won't really need engineers if we're only fighting uncivs. Navy tech. Yeah, that would be quite a meme. Just get a bunch of Navy tech. Just because. Navy techs and admirals. So yeah, now it's just waiting time. Guess we could count provinces because I had right now 31. If I annex Sokoto, that's another 12. No more than that, huh? That's 43. If I get, say, Kand is pretty big. That's okay. That's only 9 though. Feels like it should be more. Can give us 13, so that's like 56, I guess. Ethiopia has 10. Yeah, I guess that's a lot I need to take. Isn't there some colony power and navy tech tree? I don't think there is, actually. I think there is. This one gives the one, but you start with that. I don't think anyone else actually directly gives you navy tech. I mean, colonial power. Only like indirectly. It unlocks more naval base levels and more ship types and such. But do you really need coasts to benefit from that? Which I could probably take. Honestly, I should conquer some coasts. Preferably, I would actually take from Sardinia, but that's gonna be... Can't really even attack them right now. Ironclads is not until 1860s, that's a bit late. I will actually invest in this, because then I can get a higher naval supply limit, and then if I, for example, if I take Oman, because then I can release them later to get rid of all the provinces. Gives us a lot of states. Might actually give me enough colonial power. But I'll still wait until I have nationalism and imperialism, because then I can conquer them a lot more cheaply, infamy-wise. Question is how I get my soldiers there now. This is a fair bit, so... Okay, let's get another infantry, because then we can send you down. This is a hussar. Should probably be enough to get the most of Oman's colonies. Do you happen to be allied to anybody? Just Abu Dhabi. Might have to fight somebody here first to get these unexiled. France. I mean, sure, why not? Can ally them. Could even use France to help me fight somebody else if I wanted to. Possibly. Could get myself some random coastlines like Spain or whatever. But that's also not really that infamy efficient. Gonna get military access here again. So let's send these over to Oman probably. Boop. Actually, I could even get these over here thanks to... Although maybe they should stay and occupy these. Might be better. So now I have a few more naval bases for when we'll need to get this. Should have gotten this sooner, I just realized. Well. You guys are probably just gonna have to chill here because I can't move you anywhere at the moment. Some more output. You know, pretty much just gonna have to wait until 1850. When will this be done, by the way? Yeah, wait in 1850, then research this. So we get better CBs. Then annex Oman. Build naval bases, build ships. Hopefully get enough colonial power to actually colonize something. Another strat I could have done maybe right at the start is to do like a kind of balls to the walls invasion of Sardinia. Although I'd need to fully annex them because this is their capital state. So I wouldn't be able to take this state unless I fully annex Sardinia Piedmont. So it's actually not a good idea. Sure, Egypt. It's a shame. It's kind of difficult to get colonial power as, as Switzerland. Could just not have conquered as much because I'm tying up a lot of this in maintenance at the moment. Could have held off on conquering so much uncivilized land until later. Oh well. If this turns out to be extremely slow, then maybe I'll actually redo this run. Try to make it a bit more efficient. It's not like I'm competing against anyone. NGF formed. Seeing as it's not even an official leaderboard category, but I still like it to be reasonably efficient. Greece went bankrupt, by the way, so insert your Greece bankruptcy memes here. I'll just take the middle option to avoid pissing people off. Enlightened centrism, colorized. Perhaps we have enough soldiers here. Should I encourage? I'll do more clergy. Now, get that up. Because speedrun community is relatively small. Yes, it definitely is. There have been a decent amount of people that have like done 1 or 2 speedruns, but not a lot of people have actually like stuck around more long term. I think it's pretty much just I'm pretty much the only one that have like consistently done Vic2 speedruns over the last 2 years or so. So it's definitely less active than like the EU4 or CK3 communities. It is bigger than the Imperator speedrun community. That is very true. At least we got that going for us. Who knows? Maybe I should just get into that speedrun community. Should be a lot of free world records to take. 2 is at least alive. I mean, barely. It's on life support. I actually own Imperator. I did buy it when it was on sale once, but I have barely played it so far. Just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe I should give it more of a go. Cool. So state and government. So now we just save up research points till next year. We can get this slightly faster. 4 categories, Imperator, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that game does have like achievements of formable nations, right? So feels like there could be potential for more categories. It's just that people haven't been running them much. If I haven't played since launch, I can suggest checking out Jan. I did try like the not sure launch version, but at least an early version once before I actually owned the game because it was like a free weekend. And then I haven't really played, and then I played like 1 game or like started the game on, I think it was 2.0. So I have technically tried that, but it didn't. Ottomans wants to ally me. How interesting. I mean, I guess, why not? Only one mana type now. Wow. That's nice. Better supply system. I mean, EU4 barely has a supply system. Well, I guess it has supply limits and such, but doesn't Imperator have anything like supply lines? Because that would be cool. I really missed that in EU4. Well, I guess I missed that in most of the games. Hoi 4 has a decent supply system by now, I think. It's like even Vic2. Vic2 has a really complex production system and like industry and everything, but it doesn't really have supply lines or anything like that, which is why, you know, you can just be Switzerland and casually walk over to Afghanistan. Supply cars to steal food from your cities. Nice. Use the supply and it goes away when not in friendly occupied land. Huh. I see. So it's kinda, is it similar to in CK3 then? Because CK3 also has a system kind of like that, where you have supply and it goes away gradually. Although I'm not sure if that's much of an obstacle in CK3. You can still do some pretty weird things. Okay, so CK3 copied it even. I see. Well, I mean, it's certainly better than having no supply system, even if it's not as complex as like Hearts of Iron. It's pretty fun achievements in Imperator. Yeah. Guess, I mean, I'll check it out eventually, I'm sure. Quick to many parties play EU4 with a better core and potential, but massive lack of content. I just thought, yeah, I see. That's a shame. Really. I've heard some pretty good things about it since the like 2.0 revamp. So it's a shame they didn't work on it more. Then again, I feel kind of the same about March of the Eagles, which they kind of dropped immediately. I mean, March of the Eagles is incredibly unpolished and unfinished, but I do think it could have had more potential if they stuck by it for a while. But they pretty much abandoned that immediately. Okay, August 1851, then we could maybe do something. Is Portugal a secondary power? Yeah, they are. So they might colonize these parts. Otherwise, maybe I could have stolen that. Late game is pretty boring in EU4 as an Imperator. I guess that's a problem with pretty much all of the Paradox games. They are most interesting in the beginning. I guess that's kind of just the nature of these types of games. Biggest time period is fun because now it gets boring. I guess it has the advantage of being shorter with, you know, things gradually unlocking like colonization and such, so it does have, it's a bit easier to stick by it and make the late game interesting. Unless you do World Conquest. Yeah. You do a World Conquest and the entire game is just pain. From start to finish. But that's what you get for imposing such things on yourself. Wow. Technically I could do this with speed 5 since I'm not actually competing against anyone. French-Sicilian War. What are you up to? Let's cut down to size. Well, here's a nice little trick you can do in this game. If you don't want to participate in a war, you can just keep the... Excuse me. You can just keep this in the corner forever, and you don't need to do anything. So I have nationalism and imperialism. Do I actually need... I guess I might need this technology also, or one of these. That's a shame, so then I need to wait for a bit. Huh. Oh well. Can get this at least, so we get more supply limit. That's nice. The world's pretty pre-blobbed. Yeah, guess that is how it is. So I need to wait a bit for the CV. Yeah, you can. Actually, this, if you open it up and just keep it in corner, it never goes away. And I can just sit out the entire war. And in the end, France, you know, won't be pissed at me or anything that I never joined. You can do the same with like peace deals and pretty much all diplomatic things. It's pretty handy. So it's, I guess it's kind of the same as doing that one like exploit in EU4 where you just continually reload the game. Except you don't have to continually reload the game. I'm not sure. I think it's one of these. Whoa, has bad boy of at least 125. You usually don't get that in a normal game. I thought you could... Oh great. That's the best technology, isn't it? I guess I might still burn more. Oh, I need to be a great power too. That's the thing. Well, that's a shame. Because that doesn't seem likely to happen. Okay. Well, I guess... Let's get lost in the Alps. It happens all the time. In that case, I suppose I might as well just do something else, like could attack Persia. I think the whole colonial strat's not gonna work then if I can't become a great power. Let's attack Persia, because we can actually get ourselves over there rather easily. Never ever pre-order. Yeah. I guess you probably shouldn't do that. Isn't much reason for it. Which states would be best to take? This is actually not a very big one. I'll get a few from... Where are you allied to? Bukhara, Kokand, Punjab. You're allied to Punjab as well, huh? There's more minimum life rating, which I can't really use. Kokand. What if I attack? Kiva. Maybe Kokand has a good state somewhere. Only their capital state, really. They're in the sphere of the UK, so I don't want to add any war goals on them. Yeah, I probably won't even bother adding anything on the others. Steam just denied my refund request. Yeah, the 4 hours. That is a lot. France would accept this. That's fun. I don't think I need your help though. Like it's a lot in like normal games. Guess Coruscant and Farce, whatever, could be good. I should have raised this before I declared war. Okay, let's just chill for a bit so we get organization up. And they should adapt that with like time limit before a refund based on the game. So like for Paradox games, you know, maybe 100 hours is more reasonable. Okay, you guys will go in here because you at least have an attack-free general. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll let them come here instead before I do anything. Guess then that's a much better place to attack in. Potato Blight, whatever. Guess you guys could always attack down here. Attack General, attack 2, good. 4th of October. Stop. Stay in place. We will fight you. Honorable combat. More supply limits. That is amazing. Let's get army decision making. Wait, so Paradox can decide to have a longer refund time? Didn't even know that. Thought it was Steam that decided those things. This looks nasty initially, but should go well. I guess you can go in there too then. Oof. This went a lot worse than I had hoped. Hopefully we'll get there in time to... It's a bloody battle. %100% achievement before refund time ran out. What? That might work, depending on the game. Probably not possible to do 100% achievement runs in Paradox games before refund time, unfortunately. This is too much people in one place. At least in a desert like this. Oh, Russia joined. Oh, yeah, right. I should have thought about that. That's another mechanic I'm not particularly fond of for these games. The intervention mechanics. Now Russia intervenes because we were friendly with Persia. So now I'm gonna have to fight them for approximately 1,000,000 years. Can I call them France? They won't accept now. Joke's on me for not calling them in immediately, I guess. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to fight Russia then. Okay, so they can, some flexibility. I think we should probably begin to occupy the war goal then, so we can at least get tickers. Because we're gonna need quite a lot of war score probably before Russia agrees to end this war. Still only baseline attrition here, that's very good. This is also Kherson, yep. Boy nerd. Mm. 23, 16, okay. Sure, you can go to this place and then I'll attack you once you arrive. Let's go 6th and 3rd, so you wait 1, 2, 3, then you should arrive on the same day. So this run is definitely... Can you take something Russia's for intervening? I could potentially add more war goals on them if I have the... Don't have the jingoism at the moment though. Maybe if I manage to get more jingoism then I could do it, but we'll have to see. Not sure if it's worth it either though. It depends on if they have any states with a lot of provinces, but I don't think they really do, so I'm probably better off just taking what I can get from Persia and then ending the war. Okay, so this is a different state actually, huh. One does not simply add another war goal. No, it's a bit more complicated, unfortunately. This is my master defense boy. It's a shame to abandon that, but I think it's more important that I actually get here in time. So that we... Yeah, now they're going here, so... We will go there, follow them, maybe mess up their day. With a bit of luck. Hopefully, I should have a bit of an tech advantage over Russia too, I think. Kashan. I think we will go and chill so we can reinforce a bit. We have more than enough clergymen, by the way. So, probably actually gonna do soldiers again. So we're taking some losses. What's our war score so far? It is 22. Of course, they're gonna be extremely stubborn. Because that's what they do. 7th of October. Okay, let's switch to Defense Boy if they keep going. Yep, okay. Defense Boy, initiate. Yeah, we should be fine then. Basically free victory there, thanks very much. Can maybe even get there and... Back to attack, boy. And we can attack here, clear some of them out. 5th of November. 3rd, 2nd. Actually, another defensive battle, maybe. Yeah, okay. Back to defense, boy. Boom. Good thing the Russians are about as competent with warfare in this game as they are in real life. State capitalism. Should have enough soon to I'm just getting more and more battle war score. I mean, if I'm really lucky, I can just farm prestige from this until I'm a great power. That'd be something. Ah, Jacobins. Jacobins though, I'm already a democracy, so what exactly is it that you want? I'm not sure, I might just let them enforce their demands, to be honest, because I don't even know. Don't think it should have that much of an impact, given that I'm already the government form they want to have. Boom, correct. Another conservative coalition. Don't want to attack in the mountains if I can avoid it, so we will avoid it in fact. Can go here though, that's fine. Go on the 24th. Okay, they ran off again. Then we'll do this where we just casually split 6 and 7. Okay, wait, go like that. Then you go here and you go there, yes. Swell. Just got more military tactics, so our army is now even stronger than they used to be. Should we get more, I think maybe associatism for more reinforcement speed. They demand mechanized ski lifts. Not sure if there's a specific technology for that in the game, but I'd be all for it. Okay, oh well. Sure, we'll go fight you here if you want to. They stopped, lol. Kinda annoying how they're running back and forth like this. 1st of April. March is 31 days, right? So Army's max speed. That could come in handy if I want to actually catch them. Powers direct to nation purpose, sabotage yourself, colonize inland with no access to sea for no apparent reason. Yeah, I think a lot of countries would be a bit confused with how I play this game. Gonna let a few more of them pour in so maybe they don't run off. Nice. What else would you make a ski lift? Guess you can have like a, I don't know, horse-driven ski lift. Just have a bunch of horses drag people up or down the mountain. Could work. Now Russia is colonizing their way up here. Bastards. Taking my juice. Don't think we need all of these, so we're gonna send like half. Hope that's enough. You really don't want peace yet? Look at this. Oh well. This intervention mechanic wouldn't be quite as annoying if they weren't as stubborn with piecing out. No one wants inland, Switzerland wants to avoid conflict. I mean, yeah. Basically. It's the same reason I think, well, nobody has really tried to invade Switzerland itself, because it's just a bunch of mountains. So, 15 in line. Do we have a... This is actually the attack guy. We'll see how it goes. It's still defensive terrain, so... And they don't have artillery. So I think this might work out anyway. It's gonna be a bit more costly than if I had a defense general. So here's the defense general. Victory again. Can head up there so we can get our full tickers. Yeah, clearly the A doesn't really care about the value, which is why Russia is willing to sacrifice basically their entire military to defend a mostly desert province in Persia. So we can reinforce for a while. Then maybe can join up with these so we're a bit more friends in one place. Yeah, okay. Now we got a bit more of that. I suppose I'll get some more military techs. If I'm gonna have to fight great powers like this, I might as well do it with maximum efficiency. Take this, then go there. I've already maxed out battle war score, but I kind of still need to fight them because they keep taking back my occupations. So they're staying in place. I mean, that's all well and good. I can just ram into them then. Defend worthless crap isn't he screwing our player? That's very true. Which is why I love the intervention mechanic. Oh, look at that, I have a border to Russia now. Maybe I should just beeline it for like St. Petersburg. Get this entire mess over with. Let's see, let's assemble something decent. We can chill. Hopefully don't get attacked by anything in the meantime. If I can just occupy this entire state, I'll at least get tickers. This war turned out to be a hilarious waste of time. So that's... now I can get the tickers from this, but... oh, they would accept, thank you. Oh no, wait, I should have exiled myself first. All that work for 4 provinces. Hashtag worth it. So what now then? We do have some infamy to work with, so... not sure what the best option is. I want to avoid fighting anything that could have an intervention by great power, so... Kalat is safe, but there's also just 3 provinces there. Could try to go for a full conquest on Sokoto. Hope that I don't get the full infamy from it. I do that 25 more times. Exactly. We've got, what, 35 provinces so far. You know, I'm actually kind of keen. I actually think that I'll take the experiences I've had here and actually end it and retry. Because I think I can do things a lot more efficiently than I did right now. Also, I need to have lunch. So I will probably have a lunch break and then return and maybe do another attempt at this and hopefully do it better. Invade Korea. I mean, almost unironically, like invade Korea, get some coasts I can actually colonize, but maybe I'll also just start with. Man actually starts with 5 at the start, so I can't just conquest them immediately, unfortunately. I mean, maybe I should just go for Korea, then I can become like a great power. And then... Actually, the best option would probably be to do something like liberation conquests for like Poland, Lithuania, because I could get rid of this coast by releasing like Latvia later. That's quite a lot for relatively little infamy. Or I could do Hungary. That might actually be worth. So maybe like start with Korea then to grow power, then come back and mess around with Europe. Maybe even exceed infamy limit for the lulz. Well, this is beautiful. Snaking their way around. Now they're competing over Saskatchewan as well. Beautiful. PLC trig is nice, yeah. But anyway, I will definitely have a bit of a lunch break. So don't even need to end the screen because I have a beautiful lunch break. Lunch break thing. So yeah, see you in a while. Maybe half an hour or so, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm back again. So, I've had my lunch and I'm ready to do other things than having lunch again. So, Switzerlake again. So I gave up the last attempt, but I think that I might have some better ideas about how to go about things. The question is, should I try radical changes? Like, I could unironically just go for Korea. This would get me a fair bit of extra pops and also some coastlines in case I wanna colonize. And then maybe go and do the whole liberation conquest on Poland, Lithuania later. That would be quite a lot of territory. Another option is to try to just get some coastline and then try to colonize a little bit, but it's a bit of an issue because there isn't that much land to colonize until 1870. Unless you live in North America, which Switzerland does not. So yeah, maybe... Yeah, I'll try the Korea strat, why not? It's a classic. Korea into PLC, essentially. Yeah, okay, let's just start time there. I would like to get, maybe if I manually trade some wine, like right off the bat, then maybe I can get wine. So let's try to do that. Would you get coastline? I will get coastline, yes, but I can get rid of it later by just releasing Korea again. It's the EU4 achievement does allow you to have coastlines like in between as long as you don't have them at the end. Then again, does waste a bit of infamy for a land that I wouldn't even keep in the end, but that might be worth it anyway. So start bureaucrats, do medicine first because of course we will. Do want to have a decent amount of... Wait, 1, 2, 3. Artillery. So I will still try to build some Dragoon. She was settled for like 3 artillery. And I guess at this point I might as well do. So trying to manually build. Ideally, I should start justifying this immediately so that I can start burning away infamy. On the other hand, it's gonna take me a while to get there, so I should wait. To be safe, take Kiva and colonize. Yeah, I could, though. Getting a little bit of wine. Probably not enough. It's not a lot that I can really colonize there. Like at the start, it's basically as these two. And either way, I'm gonna need a lot of coastline if I'm gonna be able to colonize a significant amount. So I'm not sure if that's actually that efficient. I mean, it might be, but Yeah, it's really, really difficult with wine. I should, however, start to try to make some friends here. I still need to exile myself. At least we'll try the whole Korea strat. Maybe it won't be worth it, but you have to. Gotta try sometimes. Gotta believe. Well, manually buying wine does not seem to have really helped, so seem to be doing. Oh, I'll subsidize it for now. See, this all looks okay. These sliders, I don't think I want to change them too much. Can avoid auto create leaders, or else they will create admirals for me. I think I start with a speed 40 admiral, so that's nice. Getting a little bit of wine right now. Could always try to settle for fewer artillery units. I do want to have some artillery if I want to like reliably win against Korea. I don't think I can really afford to have none. Modena of all people wants an alliance. Fortunately, I cannot really use them to exile myself. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. Can we always play with auto sign? Is it really annoying? It can be, but sometimes it's probably better if you're really on top of the micro. It's probably better to keep it turned off, but it's very easy to just forget, and then you end up fighting, you know, having armies running into battle without any general, which is worse. So I generally keep it turned on unless set to specific situations. Should we reopen this? I might reopen it later. It's a bonus prestige, I don't mind that. Can switch over to, let's do some clergy now. Maybe good for real life time rounds. Yeah, definitely even more useful for those. That's one piece of artillery. You know what? It's gonna be too freaking slow, so I'm gonna settle for one, and then we're just gonna build infantry again. Actually, because I can actually build them. Hopefully I can get this dragoon at least. Love to have that. Hopefully I can get an alliance also with Sardinia before I need to leave. I had some pretty good generals last time, so I really hope I'll get something similar quality this time as well. Also getting diplo points rather slow. Maybe we should just go for regular cavalry too, like the basic kind. It's the army professionalism, so we have a very significant edge. How are you feeling about this? You're close, but no cigar. No cigar quite just yet. Those horses are thirsty. Yeah. Oh, you know what it is. You need to give your horses plenty of wine for them to, or else they don't work. -5. Well, can increase relations once more now, so then I need to wait for dev point again. Guys, please. Okay, I'm gonna open this factory to maybe have a little bit more. Look at that, it's actually very profitable now. I don't know, it's closed to begin with. Don't forget to also shoot wine. Oh, that makes sense. I guess that's how they reduce enemy digging bonus. They just shoot wine on the enemies, so they get drunk and they start to like leave the trenches they dug. Pretty smart. So many people need wine in this world. Okay. Nope. Too many alliances. Really? Is it because I have too many? Because I'm allied to Modena? Because I could drop them. If that makes you more happy. Because I mean you... Well, you're allied to Papal States now. But I don't have any allies. I am friendless. So please... please be my friend. Oh, Pop Grove. Lovely. Yay! We're building a horse. Welcome to my horse building tutorial. This is how to assemble your IKEA horse. How about now? Nah. Oh, they have too many alliances. I'm trapped in Switzerland and I can't get out. I mean, eventually France is going to sphere me, so then we're probably good, but until then, they are very reluctant. Maybe once my horse is built, my army will look so impressive that they just can't say no. Not quite. We're off to a great start here. Another option is to try to fight like a quick war against some neighbor, but that's probably not gonna work either. Is anyone swearing me yet? We're working on it. I mean, worst case scenario, let's have to wait for this. Though I would prefer not to have to. They don't have political considerations yet, that's a problem. 2% clergymen here, so we'll do bureaucrats here now. Efficient administration. It's already 1839. So we'll save up for idealism then, I guess. Gosh. Liberal event spam. Ah! Suddenly they wanted... Okay, well in that case I think I can at least start to justify this. I would just hope to not get too much infamy, but... Got almost maximum infamy, so that's fun. Well, I guess I better actually like mobilize. It's gonna be a little bit costly. Mobilization impact just released, reduced. That's good. Switzerlake and Vic2, I feel like it's gonna be very cursed. Probably is, yes. I mean, I already attempted it once. So, cursed is definitely one way to describe it. Let's see, let's get speed. Let's get speed, boy. Cancel that. Then we begin our cross-continental journey to Korea. We're not building Austria, at least not yet. I'm not entirely sure about the whole strategy, but my initial plan is to first conquer Korea because, of course, you know what else we're gonna do? Just to get a bit of a initial power boost, and then maybe I can go and attack Russia to do like liberation conquest for Poland, Lithuania. Though I suppose maybe I should try to first attack Austria to release Poland, Lithuania from them. It's gonna be an issue with all the infamy though. It's gonna be very difficult to stay below infamy limits through all of that. But for that reason, it would be a lot cheaper to do maybe like Serbia. It's still quite a lot of provinces you can get for Serbia. Or yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. We're just gonna have to figure things out as we go. Can see how angry I can make my population. Maybe be angry enough to get some social reforms eventually. We have more bureaucrats than we need here, so let's get clergy. Could possibly get some like landlocked things from China as well. I actually think Xinjiang is the most infamy efficient place to get provinces. I think it's like 8 provinces they have or something. For only 5 infamy, which is pretty good for this kind of challenge. But yeah, we'll see. Right, should probably erase this now. Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot it. I think I maybe wasted some research points there, possibly, I'm not sure. Do we have good attack 3 general? That's actually juicy. Let's see, where is he? There we go. Yeah. Right. May 20. So 19. Pause. get the war going. There they are. You know what? I'll occupy this first so we have ourselves a little bit of a base. Maybe. Then go murder people. Boom. They cease to exist. Can we make these cease to exist too? New magic trick. Yes, we did. Let's give you maybe a chance to reinforce. Then split you off in each direction. 18, 17. It's not super efficient, but oh well. So that's idealism. Don't think I'll need architects right now, so I'm gonna get ideological thought. That stuff might come in handy later on. Will you reinforce this time? A little bit. So that's nice. How strong will this make me? I actually think it might be better to maybe even like that. This could be a more efficient distribution for sieges, because you need to have very particular like army sizes to get the most out of occupations like this. Get there. France now wants military access. What are you up to? You're fighting Austria apparently. Sure, you both can. You can go fight in the mountains of Switzerland. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Let's get some healthcare. So then people will live long and prosper. If I send you here, will you take more than baseline attrition, I wonder? A little bit, yeah. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Better get it done quickly then. Get 2% clergymen. Gonna go for soldiers now. So we do maintain our reserves. Bit counterintuitive, that's the first thing I do in this challenge mission where I'm supposed to only get landlocked provinces. I start out by conquering a bunch of not landlocked provinces. Hopefully it will be worth it in the end. That's a lot of bonus prestige. Cool. Rank. Rank Rank 12, just like that. It's lovely. I guess I might as well fight my way to great power status. That in itself might be worth it, actually. You're not ready yet? Okay. Fair enough. We'll just chill. Okay, I can probably conquer like uncivs rather fast. For the sake of money, I'll get stock exchange, actually. When can I do this? Alright, sure. Oh, that's a nice looking Korea. Beautiful color. Okay, so now we're definitely gonna want to have not all of these as artillery, but I do think I want to have a lot of it be artillery. Could try to get some hussars, then we do maybe need some more infantry too. Then we wait for China to start rolling in here. Looks like I'm getting the wine I need now. Guess it helps to be rank 10 and whatnot. Got a text message I need to answer. See if I can keep an eye on this meantime. Actually, I need to real quick go and check one thing. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. So, yeah, we seem to be building things at a reasonable pace. So that's good. I wonder if China's gonna come here. There they are, yeah. Min life rating, pop growth, all good things. Would be nice if we get some more artillery before we keep going. Can leave some of these behind. Hung. Oh shit, is this one? So we're about to build something right here, so maybe 330. Yeah, I could probably get here and like save these new recruits. Then they just recruit right into battle. That is hardcore. Nice. Sure. Let's see. 14. 13. Chill a day maybe. Then you should arrive on the same day. Yeah. It's another artillery stack. It's good. Let's see. How are we doing so far? Sure. Think this is reasonably balanced. They will send just one ahead here to retake this. What's this then? Do I have 2 attack free? Wow, I have 2 attack free guys. Lovely. Love that for me. We send like half of you here. Don't want too much, but that should do it, yeah. So I guess I'll probably just keep doing this to get great powerness. Already rank 7. Battle of Cheyu. Oh, we're down here. Okay. Then I have infamy to spare if I'd like to take like one state from something. This is 7. That was pretty good actually. Is this one state? Most of these big ones are actually just big provinces. That's 8, so that's technically... I think I take this. Jiangxi. Because then... can lose that. That's quite a lot of provinces for quite a little infamy. And I also get a lot of Chinese pops to power the engine that is my nation. These people are gonna love neutrality. Wow, insta wipe. Cool. Already rank 6. I think 27, 22, 21. Probably don't need that much jingoism, so I'll take a little less war exhaustion instead. 28, huh? So that's a bit more taxes. So we can do taxes to the maxes. What else then? Might as well. State and government, so we should actually stand there. Never mind, go back here. More people rolling in. It's the meat grinder. So you're willing to white peace now? Good. Since you're willing to white peace, I think it is time for me to add Jiangxi. It is 39, but I should be able to reach that. Only 5. Infamy though. Maybe I should actually not have even like annexed Korea. I could have just taken like 25 infamies worth of war score for China directly. Although that might have been tough to do without invading them directly. And invading China directly kinda is not the most fun. Let's actually do clergy again. How much more do you need? Convince yourself of the wisdom of surrender. Red Korea next to yellow China looks somehow nice. Ketchup and mustard. Yeah, that's what we got going here. Ketchup and mustard land. Should I start building ships for funsies? If I do need colonial power, then ships are going to be the way to go. I could start building at least level 1 naval bases. They're not expensive. So then we got the basis for boatiness. Boat base. 47 war scores, still not willing. Give up. Bold. Bit worse, yeah, indeed. It does take a while to do. So then I'll have the option to possibly colonize or possibly just be a big, strong nation that can fight Russia. Though Russia is often allied. It's just gonna be so much infamy if I want to do Poland, Lithuania. Liberation Conquest exploit. They are very stubborn about this. They're getting negative tickers soon though. So then they will probably be more cooperative. I should probably try to remember to exile myself. Okay. Sure, go to Hamhung then. 6th December 5th, 4th, oh well. We are now a great power. Lovely. So what can we do with this newfound status in the world? Could certainly sphere things, if that somehow would be helpful. But I don't know. Who did I replace? Spain, maybe? No? Austria? That's funny. Well, I'll try to sphere Austria just for the lulz. You're taking attrition here. Okay. Now we're just gonna have to continue to beat up China until they realize the reality of their situation. I don't really need to send in anymore here. My loyal subject. Cool. There you go. Okay. Should try to exile myself though, with as many of these as I can. So, gonna move ahead a bit. Sixth and third. Well, once we move out of Korea, we can get exiled. There we go. Got that. How nice. Died to pressure something. I think they were fighting France earlier for some reason, so I guess that might have been it. We don't need to remain mobilized. Building naval bases. Gonna need to just bird infamy. Probably won't bother conquering too much until I can use more efficient CBs. Maybe I'll take a state from Sokoto, because they are 5 states. So we'll just move in that general direction. Can save some money through this. Got Austria. Wonder if anyone else is gonna. Funny that Prussia isn't even trying to spare them. Maybe they have a truce to declare. No, they don't. Only with France. Prussia could. Prussia is in a great position to form Greater Germany here, but they're not taking it. Run all my troops here. Yeah, I should avoid this like the plague. I could build units there, but I won't be able to get them out of there. Australia is stomach France. Where have I seen that? Yeah. Doesn't sound familiar. The only one who's contesting me here is the Ottomans. It's funny. So, want to get nationalism and imperialism later. Let's get a little bit of industry, I guess. Not sure how worth it is, but it might be. So, I can get myself a big friend in Austria, possibly. Might come in handy, might also be useless. But cut down to size. I mean, I don't really care, but it's better to take this option anyway. Let's see. Check. Whoops. Election event. Whoa. Persia. Trying to recreate the old Persian Empire, I see. That's valid. Württemberg. Sure, why not? Get ourselves another little friend here. Maybe they will even ally me before I... Oh, they expelled my... Okay. We'll just invest a little bit here. Then they won't be able to do much. They already invested, actually. I didn't even see that. Oh well. Uh-oh, liberals. Still interventionism, though. So I guess we're good. Not the worst liberals ever. Suppose we could even afford some more of this stuff. Power tied up in maintenance is already at quite a high level. Well, unfortunately not get any direct colonial power from these, since they're not cores and they're not connected to my capital. Is this unbalanced? It's pretty unbalanced to have when I don't have my mobilized troops. Yeah. Guess we'll do this one, so we... Okay, we have speared Austria, because why not? They still don't want to ally me though. That's fun. Yeah, why not sphere some more? Can create a little Central European bloc. If only Switzerland could form SGF. Yeah, would be nice if they could form anything. That would be a way to deal with infamy, possibly. Because total, if I were to do Liberation, Conquest, Exploit, it would cost a total of like 40 infamy altogether at most. I could get lucky and get it for less, but probably. So this would take a while. Jacobins. Again, I don't even know what they want, because I'm already a democracy. So they're not making sense, in my opinion. Tag hopping is fun, yeah. You can't do as much tag hopping in this game as in, for example, EU4. You can, at the most, like form 2 countries in one playthrough. Unless you do like release and play as. We've soon burned enough infamy where we can at least get like a 5 infamy war goal. Some later point I could release Korea to get -5 infamy as well, but kinda curious what this is gonna end up happening here. Tech school do I have, by the way? So should probably start getting more military techs for later. Austria's, wow, look at that. They're really going hard for this. Ooh. Free prestige. Look at all this freaking militancy though. Could probably have passed that earlier. So, wait, I do get colonial power from these. Weird. Because they're not cores and they're not connected to my capital either. I didn't think I would get any direct colonial power from that. Oh well. Let's re-add them to my sphere again. Might be more viable I mean, if I can get decent colonial power and keep this going until like 1870, then I can always colonize a lot, basically. Also, we could build a bunch of these. Oh, that's too many. Will give us some more colonial power as well. Get the North German Federation up and running. They are occupying everything except my capital, which is the only province they need. Classic rebels. Do you want to be my friend yet? Still no. Cut down to size. I mean, doesn't really help me. Should I? Yeah, you know what? Let's go for this now. Hope for good infamy. I mean, it's only 5 at most, but still. 4. That's what I got. Switch to clergy here. Do this one. These are also. This is actually surprisingly decent liberal party. They got like pro-military and interventionism. Get a Switzerlake on each continent. Yeah, that's something to consider. Certainly. Maybe I should just get Jacobin rebels win. Yeah, okay. Not sure what they did. Roll back some reforms, maybe. Maybe I should just get strong enough to ignore the infamy limit and just destroy everyone. To be honest, that might be the most efficient. I'm already... Like, if I get ahead in military tech a bit, I could probably do quite well. Okay, gonna take Nigeria from you. Actually, go like this. Oh. I stopped being exiled in the uncolonized territory when I declared war. That's another thing I wasn't really aware of. Spread that neutrality, yes. Kind of the same principle of how the US is spreading freedom through war. I'm spreading neutrality through war. As was intended. Should presumably not take too long. Already, yeah. Good. So I stay here. That way I get myself exiled. Keep saving money. And then, yeah, just continue to burn infamy then. Let's see here. This cost a lot of colonial power, unfortunately. 412. The fuck? I just lost a ton of naval for some reason. I don't even know why. Strange. Or how did UK civilize us? Yeah, every country has their own version of that, I suppose. But yeah, I lost all my spears as well now that when the rebels took over. Kind of wonder why I suddenly lost so much. Colonial power. Yeah, I just had 68. I don't know if the rebels did something, but I really don't know what would even have made an impact there. Because they just roll back reforms. I mean, it's kind of strange that I got so much color. Because I also think I shouldn't have gotten that much naval supply in the first place. Alliance with Portugal, okay. You know, seeing as this is a colonial state, you shall get less from that. Hmm. Oh. North German Federation. Humiliate. Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't need to do that. Oh yeah, they're already. Actually, I might be okay with Super Germany forming. Because it is possible to exploit that in some fun ways. Even if it might be difficult to. Yeah, I'll probably just wait until I have nationalism and imperialism now before I do anything else. Then I can get some sheep conquests on uncivs. Yeah, so we're here now. There's really no point in building more ships now, because if I go above the limit, then that's not gonna generate any more colonial points anyway. Sheep conquest. When we conquered sheep, isn't that what they have in the UK? Surprisingly little sheep here. I really thought they had more wool sheep in the UK. What do I know? It seems conquering Nigeria kind of messed with my navy potential for some reason. So many diplomatic incidents. We'll see what happens when I get level 2 naval bases. Jingoism. Would I be strong enough to go over infamy limit now? That's the question. I can always like sphere a bunch of middle powers so they can't attack me. Then like defend in mountains to blow up the French. Could maybe work, but it would be a bit tedious. We're saving up research points now, so we research nationalism and imperialism as quickly as possible. These are some big looking states, but they're not, don't necessarily have that many provinces. Essentially think about what uncivs would be most viable. Conquer. Pair Japan, they're too big. These are not landlocked. Yunnan technically is, but what's the Punjab? Okay, I guess. Crisis. See what comes with that. Is Punjab like the biggest landlocked one? Ethiopia is the same size. So I guess I'll probably want to go for. So yeah, this did help my colonial power a little bit. The Ottoman Empire acquire Tunisia to join my. What is happening here? So I would join your side and then I would get Tunisia. That's very generous of you, but I don't really want that anyway, because that is not landlocked. World War I incoming, possibly. Hello, El Cho Totopo. How are you doing? Okay, already maxed out as much as we. Oh no, narco-liberals rose up in Sweden. That is a terrible fate for my country. Okay, so now we just need to get this. White peace. No World War I today, it seems. Oh yeah. I could release Prussia from Neuchâtel. Because Prussia doesn't exist anymore. That's funny. There might be some kind of niche application for that. But I don't think... I could do that if I need to burn infamy, actually. Might as well. It's fun. Boop. Prussia is back, baby. Right here. So, well, let me burn some infamy. It's always good. Could technically do liberation conquest exploit on these guys in Prussia. I'm not sure if that's worth it though. There's more colonization power for me. But that's not going to be helpful, unfortunately. Maybe port level 1 or greater. It doesn't think I have... I'm so confused. The game doesn't think I have... This might be a bug. Maybe I should just restart. PLC trick with Prussia. Yeah, I was considering that. You can do that, I think. Though I'm not sure if it's worth the... like how much you actually get out of it. I'd also get a bunch of coastal provinces that way. So that's another reason. Might not be very good. Let's see. This is weird, I can't... Can build these. Suddenly, because earlier it acted as if I did have this, but now it acts as if I don't. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Ethiopia should have... Sometimes they will take things from Egypt. Nobody's influencing them. So I think we're gonna go actually over to Ethiopia now. Anarchist burned all your map, probably. Sounds like something they do. These little assholes. There you go. I can do the Valley of Kings, which gives me more infamy, which is kind of the opposite of what I want, so no. I will not do that. I will, however, establish Protectorate. Can annex them for only 3 infamy maximum. What am I saying? 3 infamy. 10 infamy. Still, there's still a lot less than 22, which it would have been otherwise. Now that I've been playing a bit with the Korea strat, I don't know if it's actually worth it. There might be some different strat I could do with attack Korea but only annex things from China. Could actually be kind of viable, possibly. Now we get more separatism. Let's see that. Haven't gotten any infamy yet from this war goal, so that's very lucky. Do like to see that. It's 4% clergyman, so gonna encourage soldiers now. Should have raised this before. Wait a little bit. If this truce is over, I could always annex the rest of Sokoto, that works. Punjab is already sphered here, so that's not a great... Wait, Austria is trying to acquire state on us? That's funny. Can always try to sphere them to, Thinking if I would be able to take advantage of that somehow, but I'm not sure. What? Oh, I see. Go like this. I think you need to leave some of your artillery behind, or else they'll get front-lined, which is bad for their health. You can always try to sphere Austria again, because then they won't be able to attack me. Might as well go down here. They could use some more troops for faster sieging. This can take a lot of time for them. See if I go here. Will this be more than baseline attrition? That's the question. We can wait for them. Might as well blast them out of existence. It's a bit more than baseline attrition. It's gonna be better when I have this. Which is in October. I can't be bothered to care about the attrition though. Do I still have investments? Don't know. I'll invest some more in Austria. It'll improve my industry score too. And that's cool. More attack. In case I want to attack anything, then that could come in handy. There we go, supply limit. Now it's only 2%, cool. Let's get more military tanks in case I end up in a bigger war against some more dangerous foes. Then it would be quite good to have better tech. Casus Belli switches over to the other state. To be honest, if I want to go the colonial route, the most efficient way might actually be to annex Italy. Because then I would definitely get a lot of... Quite by Sardinia Piedmont? Why does everyone want to eat me? It's just incredibly rude. I'm getting close to... What if I can form an alliance and they're all like, no. It's a bit of an issue that I will not be able to move back. Unless... I think they might be more keen, but... Too many great power. Is there anyone I could ally? Is there allied to each other? Doesn't seem like I can ally anyone that's really that strong. Most of them are been gobbled up by others. So I'll be kind of stuck down here. Which isn't great if Austria ends up attacking me. Suppose we'll just have to try to do something with Egypt then. Might be able to build more troops in Europe. Mostly Asia, of course. I can mobilize 4, so I should prioritize some of this. Create generals. Could always build in China just to deter them, even if I won't be able to use most of them. I'll build in Africa too, why not? You can walk between there, I think. How many provinces total do I have now? This of course includes quite a lot of coastal ones. Yeah, so they went for it now. Should probably have started building earlier. What do you want? Let's mobilize. So many of them. They're at war with Prussia. Wait, what? Was I allied with... Oh yeah, right. Now I remember. This is Prussia. This is not Prussia. Oh, great. Love that. It's not all bad though. This will give me jingoism. So maybe... What if we just let this happen? Because now I'll have a lot of revanches on when I... 50%, yeah. So technically, if I wish to ignore the infamy limits, then I could go nuts at this point. I guess that's the only reasonable thing to do, honestly. Just need to fight Egypt a little bit so we can get back home. And then, yeah, I don't know. We don't need to mobilize. Sudan. Can always try and see if we're able to fight off every great power in the world simultaneously. Might be a decent chance that we can. Do you have units? 10 units? 10 units to your name. Intervene eventually. This is desert. This is basically desert. Maybe I can still go there. Let's see. Decent attrition. Well, keep going through the desert until we're no longer in the desert. Here's Egypt's armies. as you might expect. They're here to reclaim their deserts. I always knew this day would come. Should be building here. Building a little bit in Sokoto. Well, if I'm going to fight everybody in the world, then we will need more military tanks, probably. Would at least be helpful to have. How's it going in Asia though? Yeah, we're building. They're gonna be a bit stuck though. They can just stand there and look scary. Orange has gone bankrupt. I'd like these to have a chance to gather up. And then can move them into Egypt so they get exiled, and now move all of them home to Europe. Jian. Alright. So this is, I think, all. So you just need to move out of here. You need to move out of Sudan. There we go. Well, this looks... I mean, this is... Ethiopia is basically... Terrain-wise, is like the Switzerland of East Africa. Bunch of mountains. Let's head homeward. Homeward bound. Gonna conserve money. I don't really care either way, but... So... We could fight... How about we fight like France and Russia? And go above infamy limit during that war. That could be a good... Could be a good move, I think. So, either that or I... release Poland Lithuania from North German Federation. Because that's also an option. So then I can annex. Yeah, maybe we should do that. So I'm gonna fight them, and that will include the Ottoman Empire as well. State capitalism. So you might take us 10. What is yours? Good sir, 7. So I'm already ahead actually. Even though I'm not even at my full power, so to speak. I can only mobilize 2 units. Wow. It's not a whole lot. You are allied to NGF as well, so we'll need to work my way through you. That's fine. This isn't even your final form. No, indeed. think you know neutrality. You, you haven't seen no neutrality yet. Oh, new party in power. Very similar policies to the old one though. Let's just pass something here, I don't care. Sure. How's this? This could work. Guess I might as well like try to mobilize. Gonna get another hussar. Alright, bitch. Let's see what you got. This person. I don't want a coastal one, preferably. Which is that one, this one. They are all coastal, in fact. Because this one does not have PLC course. I think. I mean, I can release after I conquest. I can always release like Poland or something, or even. But then I'd lose a lot more. It's a tricky situation, actually. If I release Poland, I lose a lot. Is Danzig here? Is this a... This is not a coastal province, actually, because this does not have a port. I think. It's just Danzig. Can I tell? I think so. So I'm not sure. West Preußen. No, this is definitely. So it technically has a coast, but it's not a coastal province. So I can take this state, and then I release Danzig later. Then I won't have a coast there. Perfect. West Preußen is this. Do I have allies? I do have allies, but they won't join me. Unfortunate. Okay. Let's go. So we'll start by just casually marching through here. Not taking too much attrition, actually. Lovely. Bavaria's here as well. Let's get some flat territory to fight in. You're attacking. No, you're not, actually. Organization is not quite up yet. Then again, neither are theirs, so maybe I should just go for this. I'll probably just stay around this area. Tubingen, okay. Yeah, we could get a defensive battle here. Or do I have good defense generals? We have attack 4, actually, I didn't know that. 2 attack 4 generals. My god. Mein Gott. In that case, I'd like to dissuade you from going here. Good. Then we need to have... Because right now the attack 3 generals are highly prestigious and will probably want to take precedence. Because this guy's at top. So if we avoid Melchior, which almost sounds like a Tolkien. This is the wrong Melchior. It's like Melkor. Alright, it's probably... I should turn off auto sign now, actually, because this is kind of annoying. So put Mr. Vincenzo Fogliardi. Fogliardi. Sounds Italian. Let's see, we will need you to join in, but... I need you to unassign the general. Well, it's unexpected. Okay. Guess we're doing this first then. Actually, the artillery needs to come after, or else they will. 12, 10, okay. Stay there. Well, they're all in one place now, so. Okay, I'll head over here. You should have a defense general if there is anyone worthy of that title. Well, defense 1 is better than no defense, as my mother always used to say. Okay, Vincenzo, attack for Master Boy. Is this better if you don't get caught here though? You did get caught there. Oh well. Okay, run away. That's kind of what I hope to avoid, because I do not want to fight in the mountains that much. April 20. Okay. Stay here then, so you reinforce. Then we'll go fight a bit more after. Look at that. Guess it would have been okay to take defensive battles if we had good defense generals, but I don't think we don't have anyone that's nearly as good at defense as we have attack. So yeah. Yeah. Neuchâtel is all of these. None of these are flat. I thought at least one was flat, like Neuchâtel, but apparently they're all mountains. Actually, don't. You're just gonna get murdered. Gonna pump this up to the max, by the way. Gonna need to let them conquer this actually, because then they will leave and come back out here where I can fight them in better terrain. So we'll need to do it. So wait, maybe we can reinforce. That was scary. My front line is gone. So let's run back. See. Not sure. Maybe we should. Look at that. So many soldiers in Jiangxi that I won't be able to use very much. See, somebody got auto-modded. But primes something. Oh well. We're doing quite not doing amazing right here. I suppose we'll be fighting defensive battles then. Okay, let's find the best defense general we have. Might just be defense 2. Does not look like anybody better exists. So who is this then? He is Indian at the moment. Which is probably... Where is that? Oh, it's here. Then we get at least defense 2. This guy. To be on the safe side, I'm still gonna try to get in there. Well, we won't fit that many people in here. Yeah. Combat width's gonna stop their numerical advantage from helping them much, so that's always a plus. So as long as they're losing more than I am, then it's fine by me. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to hold. Also, this guy took over, of course it did. That's a thing that happens. So let's get him now. We'll just have to stand here. They can't even get in here, I think. Can they? Because this is my satellite, but I also have too little supply limit. Play something. Yeah, welcome back. I mean, I don't know if you saw when Austria went and kinda wrecked my shit a bit. Okay, took half my country, which isn't all bad because it means I have a lot of revanchism. Then I tried to attack NGF, and so far it has been with mixed success, you could say. Is anyone gonna attack here? Yes, you are. On the 12th, so probably could have played this war a little bit better. You guys need to come later. Okay, so this time at least we have a good defense general from the start. Well, reasonably good. If I could get like defense 3 or something, that would feel quite nice. It's semi-planned. I mean, the whole Austria situation wasn't planned, so I'm kind of just rolling with it. But I did declare war now on Prussia, or the NGF. I wasn't 100% sure if I'd be able to pull it off, but I Figured I'd try it at least. And well, kind of looking a bit better than it used to. Just need to get like a moment of serenity to reinforce a bit, because right now we are not getting that very much. C26. Gonna move him over here. Shit. Wait one day with you. They're coming back with everything they got. Yeah, it's the problem. Took some bad battles early, and now don't really have time to reinforce enough. Could maybe have waited longer to get better military tech also. Now they're scared to attack me apparently. Well, now they're coming, so one more chance to get a better defense general for this battle. Still defense 2 appears to be the best we have. Okay. I sphered Austria, but due to rebels I lost them from my sphere, and then they declared war on me. Out of the blue. They just justified the war goal and went for it. Okay, how are we doing now? Well, this is basically the final stand here. Not looking good enough. Oh well. Ottomans here. We have still 70k. Ottomans barely have troops. So I think that's probably gonna be the end of this. I think if I'd planned this out better, there might be that the way to go, or one way to go, is to actually just get real powerful and then just stop caring about the infamy limit and go ham. That might be one way to do things. Hopefully Omens actually collapse. Never happens. Well, it does sometimes, but yeah, it's not very consistent. Like, they usually fall behind at least, but they stay together. Sometimes they get screwed over by crises. Anyway, yeah. So now suddenly, these ports I have back here, they actually count for supply limits. So that just seems kind of random how it switches. They never lose the Balkans. I see it happen occasionally, but definitely far from every time. Or maybe not all of the Balkans. They might lose a few states to Greece, and sometimes Bulgaria is freed, but it's not always. Anyway, yeah, I'm done for today. I kind of like to continue trying to make this work though. Trying to find a good strat that's reasonably quick, but also works. Doesn't crash and burn. At least I've never seen it. Never seen it. Yeah, I don't know, really. Happens sometimes in my experience. So yeah, thank you for watching. Is there anybody? Nobody that I know is streaming right now. So I guess we won't really raid anyone. But yeah, so I just end the stream here. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you some other time.